Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Unpacking. We are going to continue on from moving in for the first time with a boyfriend. We were in the year 2010. We had a lot of fun playing around with this apartment, the configuration of everything, trying to fit all of our stuff together. And we are going to move on from here to the year 2012, where we are now living back home. And this is probably the only chapter in this game that takes on a little bit of a sad tone. You can sort of hear it in the music a little bit. Obviously, things didn't work out with our boyfriend if we're moving back home. So that's too bad, but it is nice that we have a home to go back to, that we've got parents that will let us move back in with them for a little while. That's definitely a blessing. And obviously our childhood bedroom looks a little bit different this time. The bunk beds are gone, but it's still the same old room. And rather than just the one room to unpack, I should mention, we also have a bathroom to unpack. And if you look at the map as a whole, this is your childhood house, I guess. Quite a large house. But we're not going to occupy much space. Just 2 spaces. Just the bathroom and the bedroom. So we have obviously severely downsized from what we've been seeing in some of the other chapters. We have very few boxes, and we just get a bit of a break from the bigger maps. So it's just a nice kind of breather chapter. Even though the music is sad, I do like it. You can also tell that she's getting older because now she's got patches that go on your back for back pain. I also find it amazing that year after year after year she just packs the same bathroom supplies around. She must really have trusted brands that she likes because she always buys the same deodorant, the same shampoo, the same conditioner, even the same pads and tampons. So that is it. That took us a whopping, 2 minutes to unpack everything. And once again, in this bathroom, even though this stuff was here before us, we can move all of this stuff around. So you can move your towels around. We've got multiple drawers in here to fill up, which is nice. Totally up to you where you want to start. If you want to do the bedroom or the bathroom first, I'll probably just stay in the bathroom and finish this area. The bathrooms are usually pretty easy to do. So I've moved all the candles and the smelly stuff up to the top part of this storage unit. They can all kind of go together, and then that leaves me a ton of space for all of my other stuff. So if I don't want to put stuff under the sink because I don't actually have a lot of space down here, I can put all of my boxes here, which is what I think I'm gonna do. It annoys me that some of this stuff can't be stacked because it looks like you could stack it. Like these stack, thankfully, but there's other things that I think you could stack and they just don't stack. I should try one day trying to put some of these bottles away. Like if I put these under the cabinet, I wonder if it would pass me. Because I already have some stuff up here on the ledge. Got band-aids, some sort of salve. Let's put my hairbrush and my straightener together. Nail clippers. And my tweezers. Still lots of space for all my stuff. I'm just kind of calculating in my head where I want all of it to go. But you can see that I have a lot of space still. I've crowded certain things together, but you really have a lot of play here for what it is that you want to do, and I'm curious what the rest of you would do in this bathroom, because you just have so much freedom. It's back to just being you again, so go crazy. I'm almost tempted to put these over here and see if the game will allow it. Maybe I'll put these over here and put my razor in the shower for once. I'll try that and see what happens. You can also play around with the towels, so if you want to, you can trade out the hand towels for more bath towels. And although that doesn't make sense, that would give you even more space, which I think is entirely unnecessary, but again, just an option. Because you can't stack those together, unfortunately. Alright, I am done playing around in the bedroom. We don't have a ton of space in our bedroom area here, and we have a few things to try and put away. The only optional achievement in this level that is something that's only in this level is to put up your puppy dog poster that you had as a kid. So if you don't want to leave the poster up, all you have to do is put it up on the wall, and then you can always put it back in your cupboard and instead put up your diploma if you'd like. And because this is all your stuff, once again, you can move these posters around. So you can move things around if you'd like. I think you can fold these up and put them away as well. So you can get your walls kind of looking the way you'd like. We still have lots of storage space in our sliding cabinet here. So what do I want to do? Start by throwing some things under the bed, the same old stuff that usually goes under there. I'm gonna put my framed diploma, certificate, whatever it is on the wall. It's about time that thing comes out from under the bed. And then most of it from here is just decorations and figuring out what I want to put on my shelves. We're still carrying around our pet. And you can put your hot water bottle under your pillow, which makes a lot of sense rather than put it in your bed. And again, we have a few of these notebooks, so I'll probably stack all of those together. These books you can only stack on certain shelves because they're too tall. Actually, you know what? I think they actually stack on all of these in this level, thankfully. So that's nice. Even your tallest things will go on your shelf that you have here. Which is good news for me, because that's what I'm going to end up doing. I think I'll just move my decorations around and fit those in once I have all my books on the shelf. And it's easier because she certainly does not have as many books this time around. But I'd imagine moving back home, she's had to severely downsize. Who knows? She could have a whole boatload of stuff in her parents' garage or something, you know? Is that all the books? Really? That's actually not as many as I thought. Well, would you look at that? Alright. Good. That means we can just start putting all of our stuff back now. We can still make this a nice, efficient spot. Put all our stuffies in our bed with us, give us a little bit of comfort, some nostalgic comfort as we work through this breakup. Breakups are never fun. Especially when you're the one that has to move and figure out where you're gonna go, you know, that bites. This is another chapter, again, where you can interact with the stereo if you didn't get that achievement in earlier chapters. Want to just let that play for a minute, but that's pretty much the extent of that whole song, is the same words over and over again. I like to put the chicks on the windowsill because you can get all of them on here and they fit perfectly. And then have their mama underneath. Just kind of taking my time and having fun decorating because it is such a short level. Oh, and I can't fit that one last Game Boy game on the shelf. That's a bummer. I guess I'll just throw them in here. I still have lots of room in my sliding cabinet here for my stuff. If I want to unclutter underneath my desk, for example, I could throw some stuff in here. I believe you can also put these items under the bed. It just kind of depends on what your personal preference is, how neat you want things to look, how much you want to keep hidden, etc. My bed is full of stuffies, and the only item in this level that might throw you for a loop is this photograph. And it makes sense to put it on your corkboard with all your other stuff, but the reason the game won't let you put it up here is because this is a picture of you and your ex. This was actually on his refrigerator in the kitchen, and the game wants you to put it in your sliding cabinet so that you don't have to look at it. So just make sure that you save room in here somewhere for that, because you will not be able to pass the level if that's there, assuming that you're playing in the regular mode. I also think that this item here is the only thing of his that we have. This was on his bedside table. So this obviously belonged to him, and maybe it was like a gift or something. But yeah, small space, but because we have downsized so significantly, there is a lot of room, once again, to maneuver and to get things where you want them. So do not forget, before you finish this level, to flush the non-existent toilet. Never mind. You know what? Come to think of it, I don't think I've seen that very often, where there's been a shower but no toilet. I usually see the other way around, with no shower but a toilet. So I guess the toilet is in the next room? So never mind, there is no toilet in this level, so the only thing that you have to worry about is the poster. And it's also nice to see that my bathroom stuff didn't need to be fixed, that I am allowed to put some of these shampoo bottles on the counter if I want, and that everything looks good where I put it. Like I said, I think this is a pretty decent setup. It looks okay to me, and I'm pretty happy with how everything looks. It's unfortunate that she has to start over, but I'm sure she'll be okay. So that is it for 2012. Despite the fact that this is a shorter video, I don't want to do another room because it will end up being too long of a video. So one of the things that I'll show off really quick, because we have some extra time, is the option to put anything where we want it and still pass the level. So this is under accessibility, and it will warn you that it removes the puzzle elements of the game. You can also change the highlight color of invalid items if red is a hard color for you to see. Love to see that. So, just to show you an example of how this works, in some of the earlier levels, I basically just unpacked things, as you can see. I took them out of the box, but I didn't put them in the proper spot. All of this stuff is a complete mess. I didn't bother to put any of it away, but the game will still let me pass and move on to the next level. So this is good for speed runs. This is good for if you really just want to have creative freedom to do whatever you want, or to make the house look as wacky as you want. Again, turning off the option where things have to go in a certain place does not affect anything. It doesn't affect any of the achievements. And so I think if you want to do that right from the get-go and just put stuff where you want, then go for it. I just like to do the game in kind of, I guess we would call the story mode, quote unquote, because I just feel like that's how it's meant to be played, and I think it makes a little bit more of a challenge for this Let's Play. But I know I haven't talked about that yet, and I thought that that would probably be the best time to bring it up while I had a minute or two to kind of talk about it. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back to our album. I have one more thing that I would like to show off. I'm going to go to the last level that we did in 2010 because it's probably the biggest level up to this point. And I want to show off the feature of playback. If you press the camera icon here, you can actually re-watch yourself unpack each level. And it's just kind of neat. It's like a fast time lapse of how you got everything done. I'm gonna just showcase it on the slowest speed because even the slowest is pretty quick. It gets everything unpacked pretty quickly. And I had debated whether or not I wanted to just do the Let's Play this way, play the game how I wanted to, and then do post commentary over this playback version of each level, but I think it would just go too quickly. I don't think I would have time to sort of explain all that I was doing and my thoughts and whatnot. It can sometimes be hard not to get extremely carried away while I'm playing, and I don't want to make all of these levels too long or anything like that. But I did obviously decide against this. However, I think it's a neat feature. I think it's cool just to watch everything come together in a more efficient way. So there's that feature. And if we flip to the very front cover of your book, you do have the ability to rename your books. You can delete them, and then this button here will actually copy your album over. And this is extremely useful for me doing a Let's Play because I can essentially make myself a practice file, which is what I've done here. You also have a total of 5 different albums, so if you're sharing a computer or a Steam account or a profile with somebody, you could all have your own albums, which I think is really, really nice as well. And then I guess the very last thing is just you have the sticker menu. You can use these to decorate your levels if you want to using the photo mode, but then these are also the achievements. We got all of these stickers once we got achievements, so if there's something that you're missing, it will be in here somewhere. That is it for this episode. I can't think really of any other features that I haven't talked about that I wanted to showcase, so just thought I would do that real quick before moving on. We will carry onwards and figure out where it is that we're going to get to next time. Hopefully everything works out for our character and we'll have a brighter future ahead of us. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope that I will see you next time.